Hi guys, welcome back to Sim UK and Fernbus Coach Simulator. Let's take a look at the news. This used to pop up by default, didn't it? New drivers are now available. New drivers are now available for you. The previous character and the new characters can now be chosen from the selection menu. That seems like old news. New lighting and graphic options. I haven't really looked at that yet. The Kochertal Viaduct. Oh, between Heilbronn and Nurnburg. So we're kind of almost going that route today. Goodness me, look at that. That's on Route 6. Let's see if we're going to be anywhere near that today. So, yeah, welcome back. Thank you for joining me once again. We're continuing our tour of southeast Germany, which I've just got to say this, actually, guys, that it'd be along here, look. It'd be along this section somewhere. Probably here. I suspect it's there, which is just a little bit out of our way. So we're heading down to Regensburg today, and I think that would add way too much to our journey. So it's going to be about here, that viaduct. So we won't get to see that today, but maybe I can try and tie it in when we do the East Germany tour. Or southwest Germany tour, I should say. Who knows? Anyway, today we are going from Nuremberg to Regensburg. It's not the longest journey. It's fairly straightforward. It is a bit out there. This might be another prime location for a B-Road mod. Incidentally, I need to fix that B-Road mod. It doesn't work with the latest update. I am trying to get time to do it. It's just, wow, time is short and time commitments are long. Anyway, we're looking pretty good. Other than that, no serious roadworks or issues that I can see. There's a few over here, but none on our route today, so that's good. I'm not sure if we're due a break, but if we are, this would be the ideal location. I rather suspect that we're going to be able to come down to Augsburg before we need to take our next break. But anyway, that's pretty good going. Now, the other day, last time we went out, we took this one, which was from Craig Pruden. Thanks very much, Craig. Really like that. Appreciate all the effort you put into it as well. But previous to that, because of the update, I turned all of my mods off, and as a result, I now don't have any. And it's nice to see a few different repaints. I can turn all these on now. The only thing that the latest beta update breaks is my B-Road to Wilhelmshaven. So, but yeah, I was singing the praises of one of the best repainters in Fernbus. And we were going to take his omnibus out. This is Yannick. Brilliant French repainter. Don't know what it is about Frenchmen and repaints? Frenchmen and painting. They seem to be very good at it. So we're going to take one of his out today, I think. So let's see. Next, customize. And we'll pick... I like that he's got a variant there. Yeah, let's go for this one then. I think I like that one the best. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Well, that kind of all spawned in rather slowly. Just heard the clock going off. 5 minutes early. I think maybe that's something that needs to be looked at. Quite happy for the clock to be going off, but I think it ought to go off when it's actually at the time it's supposed to be. Anyway, We're not due to have a break in this stretch of the run, so not until we get to Regensburg. So we'll not worry about that too much now. We're due to leave here at 17:18, so we're ahead of schedule at the moment. But we do need to get people on the bus. Or on the coach. Oh gosh. Head tracking. Pause a second. Okay, let's get this on.
Hallo und herzlich willkommen bei
Whoops. Don't lock it. Don't lock it. Aircon on. I do wish all this would stay set. It is a tad annoying. Actually, it's pretty warm outside. What's the temperature outside? 19 degrees. Let's turn that down a tad then. Get our lights on. Brake matic on. Nope. Voltage on. Sat nav particle filter. Okay, we're all good. All set. Oh, crikey. Just sit down a second and get all the side doors open. Hello everybody. Oh, look at this repaint. Really nice job here. Very, very well done. I'm working really hard, guys, on sorting some time out so that I can get some mods done, get my repaints finished off and up to date. Very tidy. Very, very, very neat and tidy. Makes for a very realistic looking coach there. Great job. Right, let's get these guys on board.
Ciao, kann ich bei Ihnen ein Ticket kaufen?
Ciao, a ticket? Yes, you can. Constance, yes, we're going there.
Cool.
There you go, sir. Cool,
Hallo,
indeed.
bin ich hier richtig? Dankeschön.
Danke. Madam?
Salut. Sie wollen bestimmt mein Ticket. Auf geht's.
Danke.
Tag, ich müsste noch ein Ticket bei Ihnen kaufen.
Augsburg. Yes, we are going there.
Cool.
Cool.
Jetzt bin ich hier richtig? Dankeschön.
Dankeschön. Madam?
Das Ticket. Bitte sehr freundlich.
Salut. They ought to change the colour of tops. I mean, if you've only got a few models to work with, then just change the colour of their clothing and it keeps things...
Ich müsste noch ein Ticket bei Ihnen kaufen.
Another one to Augsburg. I wonder what's going on there today.
Cool.
Cool. Thank you. Danke. So you're not coming with us. Okay.
Ich müsste noch ein Ticket bei Ihnen kaufen.
Another one to Augsburg. Interesting.
Sehr freundlich.
Danke. See friendly. Let's make sure the luggage is in okay. This is obviously wasting valuable driving time, but it adds to the authenticity. Yeah, we're pretty neat and tidy in there. Okay guys, that's everybody on board I think. Let's just check here. Check in. Tickety 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 tick. Perfect. All good. So, excellent. We're ahead of schedule, which is where we like to be. Takes the pressure off us. Oh, just got the achievement senior coach driver. That's rather cool. I'm not sure what that one's for. Right guys, Let's get this road on the show. Let's get the gear in. I can't believe that clock is going off again. Only been here 5 minutes. Oh, I'll get the announcement on in a moment. I can't believe I curbed that then. Quite tricky actually to find the right line round here. Shouldn't be, but it is. Right, let's do it then.
Hallo und herzlich willkommen bei FlixBus. Wir freuen uns, dass ihr an Bord seid und wir gemeinsam unser heutiges Reiseziel ansteuern. Bevor wir richtig in Fahrt kommen, hier ein paar Hinweise. Auch bei uns im Bus gilt die gesetzliche Anschnallpflicht. Bitte schnallt euch deshalb während der gesamten Fahrt an. In den Sitztaschen vor euch findet ihr unsere Bordkarte mit weiteren Sicherheitshinweisen und Infos zu unserem Snack- und Getränkeangebot.
Not sure what that policeman's doing.
Im hinteren Einstiegsbereich. Wer kostenlos surfen will, wählt sich einfach in unser
I'm indicating, so you shouldn't have thought I was going that way.
Schaut doch mal auf unserer Facebook-Page vorbei. Unser Team freut sich riesig über eure Likes und Nachrichten. Sollte euer Akku zur Neige gehen, kein Problem. Viele unserer Sitze sind mit Steckdosen ausgestattet und entsprechend gekennzeichnet. So könnt ihr euer Smartphone die gesamte Fahrt über nutzen. Wenn ihr eure nächste Fahrt auch gleich mobil buchen wollt, holt euch einfach unsere App. Und
Slight issue, guys. I'm not seeing my video recording overlay on screen, which is making me think maybe it's not recording. So I'm just going to really quickly check that.
Für Feedback zu eurer. Wir danken für eure Aufmerksamkeit und wünschen eine entspannte Fahrt.
Interestingly, it seems to be
bei FlixBus.
recording just fine. Oh god, it's red light. It's looking at the wrong traffic light then. Yeah, it seems to be recording fine, but I can't see the overlay on the game anywhere, which is really weird. I've never seen that before. It's a bit disconcerting. Should we back up a tad? Let's take a look at this fantastic repaint by Yannick then. Look at that. That is a cool repaint. Really nice bit of work there. And as I've said before, every single one of his repaints are of the highest quality. They really are. Far better than my work, I have to say. Feeling ever so slightly envious of his greater repaint skills than mine.
Ideas and requests. We are always ready to assist. And now, we can finally set off. Thank you for listening. We hope you have a relaxing journey and enjoy traveling with FlixBus.
Hello, logo. So guys, I haven't seen you, didn't see you last week. Last week we would have had OMSI 2 video up. So hopefully you're liking the new format. I'm going to maybe just discuss today the thoughts that I'm having around Sim UK and how we're going to manage to keep content fresh and exciting and interesting. And when I say that, I do genuinely mean not only for you, but also for me. Just driving the same games. I mean, there's only 7 days in a week, and at the moment with OMSI 2's new add-on, there are 2 coach games that I like to drive in. being this one, Fernbus obviously, and OMSI 2. Now in the coming weeks, well in the coming months, CBS Berlin is going to be released, and I'm desperate to get my hands on that, so that is definitely going to have to fit into the channel. Now I said last week that I never really wanted SimUK to be a one-trick pony. I know a lot of YouTube channels just do one thing, and therefore they do that one thing exceptionally well, but I'm a bit more eclectic than that, in the sense that I like all kinds of games, predominantly simulation, but even within the simulation genre, I'm glad to say the opportunities have expanded significantly. This is really nicely done, this junction, by the way. The options have increased significantly over the last few years, which is fantastic for people like me, but in order to get all of these great games into the channel, I'm either going to have to do 2 or 3 videos per day, which is just not possible. I mean, I don't make anywhere near enough money on YouTube to justify being able to spend that sort of time, and to be honest with you, I don't have enough equipment to cope with that, or space. There's a lot of limitations that make that just completely impossible at the moment. Hopefully in the future, one day, maybe that will be possible, or maybe we can have you know, specific channels: SimUK Coach, SimUK Buses, SimUK Trucks, SimUK Farming, that kind of thing. It's possible one day that could happen, but at the moment it's not even on the cards, let's be honest. Now I'm working on the website, which should help alleviate things a tad once that's completed, because I don't have to split my time between making and recording videos and trying to get the website completed and up and online. But obviously there's going to be maintenance and content to produce for that as well, so I don't know how that's going to work out. At the end of the day, the best thing I can do is to sort of keep like simulation games together. So at the moment, Tuesday is kind of bus and coach day, but I won't do both Fernbus and OMSI 2 every Tuesday. I'll do one video for each game alternatively, in alternate weeks. I'm trying to say, goodness me, suffering a bit with hay fever at the moment. It's the summer holidays, so got kids jumping around and bouncing about all over the place, which is fantastic, but it's also very distracting, not just because they're bouncing around and jumping about, but because especially my youngest daughter, it's so lovely to see my little one just enjoying herself and having a good time. Puts a big old smile on my face, and that's about as important as anything I can think of, to be quite honest with you. That being said, there are nowadays, I mean, simulation used to be pretty limited. Flight simming's obviously been around for a very long time, and until sort of 2012, 2011, there weren't any farming simulation games that were worth even looking at. So since then, there's a whole plethora of different simulation games and different, you know, just realistic games that aren't necessarily simulation, but they're still speeding. And we're not coming off here, so let's get into the right lane. Yeah. Oh, incidentally, I think down there is where that viaduct is, but we're not seeing that today. We won't be seeing that today. So yeah, I mean, there are more subjects now, more simulation game subjects or subgenres than there are days in the week. So it's absolutely impossible for me to squeeze everything that I want to squeeze in without overlapping and, like I say, having multiple videos per day. but then you guys don't have time to watch multiple videos every day. So all that's going to happen there is that I work 3 times as hard to put up 3 times as much content and end up getting maybe a third of the views that I would have otherwise received. So, I mean, it's just a no-brainer that I need to just space things out a bit. And hopefully by doing this, it'll decrease my workload, increase the quality of the videos, and just make things more interesting for you to watch, more interesting for me to play. There's the added bonus that, let's use Fernbus as the example, seeing as we're in Fernbus at the moment, but every 2 weeks there is more chance. What's going on here? I feel a crash coming on. Nope, they dealt with that pretty well. Good stuff. Oh, what's going on here? We had a chicane, that's what the problem was. No issue, everybody's through. Yeah, so using Fernbus as an example, every 2 weeks there are more likely to be beta updates that I can talk about, things to discuss, new features that are coming, and also having that week off in between gives me a bit of time to sort out some repaints, maybe get some mods on the go. That's something I really like to do, is get some map mods out there. I've got a few ideas that I'd like to implement, but I'll keep those under my hat for now and surprise you with them maybe at the end of the southeastern tour of Germany. So that's basically what I'm thinking, guys. Hopefully you like that. I'm going to also try and get some I don't know what you call them, action games. They're not sort of FPS, first person shoot 'em ups. That's not really what they are. Let's think of one. Reese, Son of Rome. That game I picked up really cheap the other day, and it just looks like a lot of fun. I mean, that is kind of an FPS, but with story mode. Wow, that car really distracted me there, sorry. Yeah, maybe get something like that in the channel, because by doing that, it's a storyline that evolves over a period of weeks. Hopefully you'll find it interesting, and it's a lot easier to sit down for, say, 2 hours and play that game, and then break it up into sort of 20-minute segments, or 10, 20, 30 minutes, whatever seems to work well with the content that's there. And then there's always something up on the channel, and the benefit of that is that those days where I don't have to physically make a video on that day, it frees me up to do other things, and like finishing the website, like getting repaints done for Fernbus, like making mods for Fernbus, like seeing my family. Important things. So that's the idea, guys, and I hope you kind of get behind me on that, and appreciate why I'm making that decision, and I also hope that it keeps the content and SimUK as a channel fresh and interesting and exciting. Plus, you know, lots of people sort of say to me, oh, I'm only really interested in aviation and buses, but occasionally I'll watch something different. Well, you know, SimUK then is the perfect channel for you, because although we like to get flight sim stuff out there, and there's a lot of decent flight sim stuff at the moment, which is great, we do also put sort of random, well, not random, but a good variety of simulation games and other genre type games on the channel. So there's always something you can watch, even something from a couple of weeks back that you've not seen, you're not particularly looking to watch, you know, go and watch some of those videos, because predominantly in videos like that, it's not so serious. I'm not trying to do things properly, and it's just a bit of a laugh and a bit of a giggle, and yeah. And also, if I can get you guys to come and join me for some of these things, some multiplayer games. Incidentally, I've just picked up Battlegrounds, so in the next few weeks I'm going to try and get some gameplay footage up of that. But I noticed the other day, I watched a video and people are teaming up and working as a team in that game, and that looks really interesting and exciting from my perspective. Makes the game way more interesting. But yeah, because things are the way they are, and my time restrictions mean that I might have 10 minutes notice before I start recording a video. An opportunity to record a video might arise, whereas previously I'd have thought I couldn't make a video on that day. And you know, I understand that you guys aren't at my beck and call, so trying to get you guys to come and join me whilst I'm playing online is actually quite tricky, because I often don't know that I'm going to be playing multiplayer until I literally am doing it. So if you ever see me on online on Steam and I'm in a game, feel free to come and join me. If you send me a question or something whilst I'm in game, I might not be able to answer you because I'm most likely recording. But you know, if you can somehow get on the same server that I'm on, I'm not sure how easy that would be or how difficult that would be. But yeah, feel free to come and join me anytime you like. I think one of the things I always wanted to do was just be a bit more accessible. I know some of the bigger YouTubers only kind of talk to... Oh look, we're due a break. Only try and talk to those who subscribe to them, and that makes them a lot of money, and I can totally understand why they do that. That was a bit blurry. I don't know what that sign said. It looked important though. And I can understand why they do that, but I just think it's a bit off. I think it's a bit wrong. Sure, if you have people who subscribe to your channel, maybe Patreon payments and so on and so forth, they literally contribute financially to the channel, then give them something extra, by all means. I think that makes sense. But to ignore those people who watch your channel but maybe aren't in a position to financially pay, you know, sort of almost punish them for not paying you money to make YouTube videos, something about that seems wrong. So I've always felt like I wanted to be accessible at any time to anybody. That isn't always going to work out. Sometimes I'm not accessible. Time restraints and other such restraints that sort of make it impossible to be available 24/7. I can't believe they're harassing me for taking a break so much. We'll take a break when we get there, guys, alright? Bit annoying. Anyway, that's all I was saying, really. In the coming weeks and months... Holy crap! I was about to say there's a train track there, but then I lost control of the coach. In the coming weeks and months, I'm going to get a Patreon page up. It's already built. It literally is. It's been built for months, ready to go, and I've just hesitated to do it because of that reason. Because I didn't want to feel like I'm neglecting those people who watch the channel but don't financially want to contribute. But to be fair, I have to be fair, and don't think I'm slagging off other YouTube channels for doing what they're doing. YouTube is very difficult, and if like me, you're just trying to make money off the back of the money that YouTube pay you through advertising, then you're not making any money whatsoever. That's the reality of it. I make such a small amount of every video that I make that really it's just not sustainable in any way, shape or form. And that's the reality of it. And that is why big YouTube channels do what they do, because otherwise they wouldn't be able to be a big YouTube channel. That's the long and short of it. So I mean, I do understand why they do it. I'm not really being critical of them. I just want to be a bit more accessible than they are. But then maybe that makes me the fool, because they have the financial capacity to make better videos on more games, on better machines than I ever will, doing it the way I'm doing it. So what's a moron I am, I guess.
Machen wir endlich mal Pause.
Here I am trying to do the right and honourable thing, and all I'm really doing is making things worse. Hello, logo. But anyway, I mean, it's a tricky situation. Whichever way you look at it, no matter how big your channel is, it's always going to be tricky. It's always going to be a bit of working it out, figuring it out, changing it round, getting rid of what isn't working, changing it for something that is. It's a learning game. I've only been doing this probably a year and a half now, and you know, these big channels have been doing it for a long time, and they kind of got into it before it was popular to be a YouTube channel. And I rightly or wrongly, I think I have started the trend of simulation channels that cater for a wider range of audiences and produce a wider range of videos. I think I was one of the first to really be as diverse as we are, and it's good to see that others have joined in and started doing the same thing, but also it's competition for me, which is healthy. And I guess I ought to say, being British, may the best man win, and fair play, good luck to everybody involved. Hello logo, hello passengers. So here we are, guys, Regensburg. Bit of a babbly, talk about rubbish kind of episode today, apologies for that. Quite a short one as well, I suppose, but hopefully you enjoyed it, and hopefully you'll join me again in 2 weeks' time for the next episode. And I thank you, considerably thank you, for coming and watching the channel and supporting us, and long may it continue, I hope. Thanks very much indeed, take care, till next time, goodbye.